Hello, we are Adventure, and we are back with another React video. Today we're going to be checking out Band-Maid Bubble. It's actually the winner of this week's poll. So I thank y'all for voting, those who did. And with that said, if you want to be a part of that, join our community and subscribe. Appreciate it. With that said, are you ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Bubble. Oh, for a second I thought she was holding like a bow for some reason down there. That'd have been weird. It's got a funky sound to it. Don't waste the trip. That's a great riff. Love it. I did not expect that.
They are missing something very important. You should find out that with their own eyes. What do you want? It's better.
Like you flow. Rocking those aviators. You're a legend.
No, you're a legend.
No, you're a legend.
No, you're a legend.
You guys are legends.
Absolutely. Right. Especially if you subscribe. Okay.
No, you're still a legend.
Okay, fine.
Oh man, I really liked that one.
That was fun.
That one felt, and I think we've had some before, but especially that one I had a lot, and Nathaniel knows this about me, is I grew up in the era of a lot of pop punk.
Mhm.
And that
Yes.
one had a lot of that in there. Or at least I felt it was very,
Yeah.
I mean, all
The
their stuff
vibe
is
was there.
upbeat,
Yeah.
but there was that vibe
Yeah.
and the way that everything punches hit and everything. Of course, there is a lot more going on than just that. I mean, we still had our guitar solo and the psyche
The
flow.
Psyche Flow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So um stylistically, man, that
Mhm.
one is up there for me for Bandmate. I really enjoyed that one for
Yeah,
sure.
no, that was a lot of fun. We kind of get, th- it is always fun when we kind of get the things that we're expecting, but just in a slightly different package,
Yeah,
right? I feel like
agreed.
we kind of say that a lot, but even the different packages that we're referring to are different from each other, which is super
Yeah,
fun.
because I mean, like I said, I know we've had some pop punk vibes in some
Yeah,
of them, but at least to my memory, which we've been doing this for a while now, but to my memory, that's up there in
yeah,
those. So,
agreed,
um,
agreed.
yeah, but
So
yeah, break it
yeah.
down, bro.
So lyrically, I'm just going to start with I'm not going to read anything verbatim because the only like English lyric translation I could find was from Reddit. So I'm going to go off of vibes instead of like specific lines of
Okay, okay,
so like I there wasn't anything where I'm like, oh, this is clearly wrong. It could be an exact translation, but I'm like, I don't want to risk the, just completely mistranslating something because Reddit is not a great source of information most of the time. So
and our viewers love to correct us
yes, they do.
when we're wrong, which is
Which
fair.
I was gonna
I do the
say,
same.
it's not that it's not like they love to correct us. It's just that we're wrong a lot.
That's true.
So
We are. We apologize.
but but no, and genuinely I do genuinely love getting to read through the comments of just little things that we miss because we're going to, it's the nature of
Yeah,
this is
of
we're
reacting in
listening
general.
to it one time, reading through it maybe a few times, but most likely just kind of one or a few times. So
Right.
but yeah, I mean, the interesting thing to me, and again, this may be a translation thing, but the word bubble never actually appeared in the lyrics.
I was going to
So
ask him specifically, what's up with Bubble?
yeah, so I'm kind of having to extrapolate this. So very
Okay.
easily could be wrong, but honestly, the whole song is about kind of like it kind of a can't we, like will we won't we relationship, which you kind of
Okay.
see even reflected in the music video itself. So to
Yeah.
me, it's like the relationship is a bubble, which is a very pretty thing that may or may not last long. Is kind of the that seems to be kind of the metaphor going on. I don't when I first heard bubble, I was kind of thinking in my own head of like, when people are stuck in a bubble, they're kind of like, pulled away from the rest of the world. The further I went into this song, I don't think that's it. Also, I do think that may be in like an English idiom that like probably wouldn't translate to Japan. So it could. I'm sure they have their own idiom that means something similar, but I think being stuck in a bubble is not a phrase that would be carried over like that. So I'd be really interested to know if
Likely.
it was, but I just don't feel like it would be.
That would be fun to know if you could just walk up to someone from Japan and just say that phrase and ask them what that meant to them,
Yeah,
how they
if they
would
have
take that.
any idea
That would
what
be
that means.
interesting. That would be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
Um,
so I kind of took it as more of just like it's a very fragile thing that we've got going on here. And it could be pretty, but it may not last long. So,
yeah, I'm going back through a little, poking through because there is particularly one scene where I think they were like in a some sort of room and one person was sitting on a chair. Maybe they were both sitting down. I haven't found that exact one. And she put her hand out and put it on the other
yeah.
person's.
And then just a little bit after that, that person kind of assuming it's just a guy leaves in a taxi. So I don't know if you
Okay, so
picked up
that
on that
okay,
too.
well that's the scene I'm on. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm clumsily thumbing through this because in that room it got me wondering like are they about to like lose somebody like passing away or
Yeah.
something like that, but it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
sound
think
like it.
it's more just like they had a hard conversation and it's over. Kind of the vibe I'm getting from that, especially with the context of the taxi
Yeah,
afterwards. So
that's fair. I didn't connect those, but
yeah, no, that's very fair. So, but yeah,
yep,
that's pretty much all I got for this one. It was super fun though.
it was. Man, I love how well Bandmade can take like that, you know relationship wise, that's a
Mhm.
serious thing. That sucks,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, I mean, we've
Yeah.
been there. That sucks. But then I just described it as like one of the most fun pop punky songs I've heard from
Yes.
them. So
Yes. It's
way
so
to go,
yes.
Band-Maid. Be awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, with that said, anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Until next time, thank y'all for watching.